Now, here to this no. Shape here draw let's do away some of them. Let's do away some of them. You're maintaining these ones to continue our lesson. Yembi mukakra. Yembi mukakra, okay. Yes, intin yeah, sure someone just want delete ODNB. One delete ODNB, and we're maintaining these ones. Okay. Now, a next topic, you can be for outlines and fill colors within the lab. When I'm guide them and addition also. And the yen same crown. Yen delay with the outline. Now shape be able to be our outline. Outline here. Line black na you. I mean, you say way a square, way a square, way a circle, way a polygon, way the line form that shape. No different outline. And different outline. Anytime you able draw shape beyond, it has that outline. And let's talk about yan can be being for stroke thickness. Stroke thickness and I say outline thickness. Now a outline thickness no say and it's here. Now also that is shape. Now person the thickness of outline is the say and it's here. About property bar no so near be your outline width ewa. Or click it. Now the points you see a default points in the 0.5 and the sign code 8. Okay, you select, come to the outline, near the sign code 2. Okay, and sign code 10. And select it, no as a sign. So this is how the thickness of an outline look like. Now you find say I'll draw a line. The same way bit must the thickness of the line by see a near select it thickness of the line. We 2 points and 10 points near honey. Okay, yes, some way to thickness no and call somewhere 3 near some way and call 10. Okay, that we and some call 8 near some way as some call if anything 2 and some way call 4. Now my main kai will say and yet necessary say points never hand also use no obet me about wow points. Now if here points now 5 any and see number 5 and for wing of 0.5 just select it near 0 point that sorry 0.5 near 5 direct near enter now here drop down points now 5 nim 7 nim 6 nim but you bet me as a son at that point by say bet type the points na a penal a womb into we near 7. Okay, into default in the 36, which means we'll more than 36 points, depending on how thick our pay say outline edge. Now, Yambra line styles. Now, if you had a friend line styles, okay. Now, I'll click here. And more various forms of lines. We have broken lines, we have dotted line, we have dashed line. Lines, nah, they are all here. And then once you go by any of the line style now, pen. Number click it also. Okay, it is a way to swear. A bit massive weight, outline, style, alcohol. Send a penny beer, it's the same way also. And go different style. And go from can different ones. Okay, on sanity. And this ne thickness and form. the size na outline thickness and line styles see and it's here. Change some so it's with my sun style. Okay, and to see and line styles it's here. Depending on the way what's line here. After what's the sun, the style of the line. What's the sun, the style of the line. Now I am now with a straight line like this now. A bit my add the arrows and now a bit my add the BB at the left or the right or at both ends and at one end of the line, and it's just by coming to the start arrowhead, the start and at the end referencing points into the start arrowhead. Once you have different arrowheads in a while, but my sister could do PBR. Now for the other set end, the end, what's the sun? You will see the thickness of the line near here there. With me, so the way up so both ends beyond, bet me aye. It's no, when so ne, if anything, test, how do you call it? Sorry, when so ne, stroke thickness and then line styles. Now, Yambra solid fills. Yambra solid fills and gradients. Okay, now to fill a color, as simple as selecting the object and going to the color palette and then click on the color. As simple as that. And just select the shape, no about color palette and so. Now select the color that you want. Now filling. Now filling the way open. Another option say we go color no so. No drag color no. Not about to shape now per se filling. Not about to shape now filling. Now wait, this option it doesn't mean say also select shape and sign away. Once you select way shape way, but you will fill color or way. You don't have to drag color no, and about to her. Once I fill it, but yes, the color when you select it. So up say or click it color no so dear. That is when we selecting the first, then one back color no so. Now we click it before it can be filled. But say all drag color no and then between there. And when here say we select object no, and now shape no, and now text no answer. So this is a simple way of selecting a color and as filling a shape and a text with color. Now there's other way of filling color and different ingredients. Now ingredients mostly you see when you fill a shape with 2 or more colors. Now let's take say you see a shape with this object and this shape with 2 or more colors. That is why you see the method known as the gradients. Now in CorelDraw, it is called the interactive fill tool. Okay, so it dynamically apply the current fill to an object in the drawing window. Okay, and so select it, then interactive fill tool and the last but 2 if anything 2 box in defaultly. And you click also. Now click also. If you property bar so be other option under the interactive tool. Now the option that be more we actually say no fill, meaning we don't have to fill the shape any color. And a way a uniform fill, meaning say ever filling the color. This is the way we are we are filling one color uniformly. Sounds no way by and your fountain fill. Fountain fill it is when you see 2 or more colors in an object and as in on a text. And a way vector pattern fill and a way bitmap pattern fill and way 2 color pattern fill. We works only under 2 color. Okay, in the way you see way near you see way. In the way you see the fountain fill. Now I select fountain fill. Now select fountain fill defaultly say o select fountain fill na a draw amount in a linear form. Okay, now there's 4 ways of directing your fountain no. One way no linear, the other way no elliptical, that's in a circular form, and the third one conical, and a fourth one a rectangular fountain fill. Okay, now you be showing all these 4 methods and all these 4 ways of fountain fill. Now for the you move on to our next topic as the color tools. Now before we say your next topic no, let's try to do more and try to say more about the fountain fill. So this fountain fill defaultly no linear, okay, and to select no you see aha no one color, I say one color, aha color near white, I have black. So to change the color and once we select the box in which na color no one now be this this color option amount. Now this color option we a fade, okay, that's a transparent so reduce the opacity of color na and you see we and where the color itself, okay, the color itself and a honey that's the transparency for instance bar no into bit how much opposite transparency no happen. And for example bit my be 50%, okay, number enter once I reduce black to 50%, until anyone 0 now and maintaining the rare black color. Now these 2 color boxes are called nude. They are all called nude in the sense it is in a color form, and as a color in the woman you find color nude. And just select here no about your friend saying be a color option no one, then you click, now drop it down amount, then select the color now open. Select the color now open. No, we are now for the next one. Now select it. Now select the color now open. In the you use green color and you use yellow color. So this is what we've gotten. Another option is you just select the nude color and as the color nude no. Now from back or color palette now be click on the color straight. On the color green color into green color way on the color straight. And now say the other option of picking a color and a dropping it no, which means so you use and also which means so you use not about two if anything or the arrow no about two nude color shape no on no germ just select it no about na maybe arrow no or the mouse way in pointer no eto so which mean the color no eto so pepepe ye dia a bit my feeling all right amount but a bia na want me found to see it's not the best option is say what beto we no so no select it into the to super o can be to pa na free I am affiliate color number. Okay, now bear in mind say you draw line and as you see be for curves you can say nude ni bit my add in nude. The same thing applies to a hands also, but my add nude to this linear fountain fill by just clicking double clicking on the line be able to see nude in one into you see nude in bar and as a double click it once you nude by a count in so bit my color no I'm a different color, meaning say in this shape no this friends shape no yama 3 colors na wa. Okay, so yama the red, the sea blue, and then the pink color. So you can add as many as color nude I'll pursue a banner with my add. Now you got this shape. Now this shape no you see a fountain no linear one beam by you see the conical one the elliptical fountain fill. And so we select the object, we come to fountain fill, now select it, your friends elliptical fountain fill. Now elliptical fountain fill is in a circular form. Okay, a circular form. Now mostly a year for so person two color or circle man na say object be up say and the fountain fill near in a conical form and obey you see. Now the same procedure they fill a color wahan. The same procedure with me use man. And you click, you go to the color palette, you select your color. You click, go to the color palette, you select your color. See, and it's here. The same use with my add note. Oh, no, it's a color. No. Okay, no, it's a color. No, they are open. Now, yembra we, then let's talk about the third fountain fill. So we select the object, we go to fountain fill, then we go to the third one, that's the conical. Now this is how the conical works. Okay, now Yankai will say all the effect that we do with both the linear and the conical, it doesn't mean say send a whole on sign or say no. Wow, but my draw would the way open. The way open. And the conical also see it here. And the answer color palette and also in the way in terms of the open Marco is a sun. Near selective when you use the last option fountain, then rectangular. Rectangular, so this is how it works. This is how it works. Now, if it was a sun, the color, but you saw I add fountain. Sorry, but my add nude, so no, I sound color. Now, the info is in case of say blue color na man afraid that me blue color ni be me per se shape no empty no color. Now o per se yes me chere two method a obetimi dey aye. The first method ni say obeba na obe click obe double click na be nti edit color we ni ebie ma first one your times box wo now it say no fill. That is to remove the color. And you click this one, a big color na floor, no okay. And now say, instead we and now say, about color palette no so. The first color option, as a black number, a empty space, are red as same, and also say a no fill. Instead the toswa near click so, now my no fill. Okay, now Obibeka say, now what about the outline? A black no outline no. What about a no? And also many things. Now be so my outline color. And also be called color palette no so. Now this time on left click you. By this time you right click. So right click to give an outline color to a shape. Right click to give an outline color to a shape. You select the object, right click. So that is how the gradients and then the solid fill and the uniform fill works in CorelDraw. Now in our next lesson, we can be for colors. I hope say we'll join you in our next class, and now say click the next video then continue with this 1 month study in CorelDraw. Me no be as more if say obe comment it, obe subscribe it, one share. I'm obi bi obe so sua CorelDraw so on video no so start it. Any join it, sua boom.